If Rust is suffering from CPU lag, FPS drops, and stutters, these Windows optimizations can reduce unnecessary background activity without using fake FPS boosting tweaks. Tired of lag, high ping, and packet loss ruining your games? GearUP Booster optimizes your connection for lower latency, smoother gameplay, and faster shot registration. It works automatically in the background with no complicated setup. Download GearUP Booster, free from the link in the description, and enjoy lag-free gaming today. Step 1. Open Windows Services, press Win plus R, type services.msc, press Enter. We are going to change only services that are safe to adjust when you don't use the related Windows feature. Step 2. Connected User Experiences and Telemetry. Find Connected User Experiences and Telemetry Open Properties and Set. Startup Type Manual, apply the change. This reduces unnecessary telemetry-related background activity without aggressively disabling the service. Step 3. dmwappushservice, find dmwappushservice, set startup type manual, apply, and close the window. These two telemetry-related services are the main service changes I would show in this video. Step 4. SysMain. Now find SysMain. If Windows is installed on an SSD, you can test startup type disabled click. Stop arrow, apply arrow OK, restart, and test Rust. If you notice worse loading or performance, simply return SysMain to its previous setting. Step 5. Remove unnecessary startup programs. Press Ctrl plus Shift plus Escape, open startup apps. Disable applications you don't need while gaming. Do not disable your GPU driver, audio driver, Windows security, or other hardware-related components. The goal here is to reduce unnecessary CPU and RAM usage before Rust starts. Step 6. Open Windows features. Now we're going to check another Windows area that many FPS videos completely ignore. Press Win plus R and type optional features, press Enter. This opens. Turn Windows features on or off. Here is the important part. Do not randomly turn everything off. Only disable optional features that you know you don't use. Step 7. SMB 1.0/CIFS file sharing support. If you don't use old SMB 1.0 devices or legacy network file sharing, you can leave. SMB 1.0/CIFS file sharing support of SMB 1.0 is an old legacy protocol, so there is normally no reason to enable it just for gaming. Step 8. Telnet client. If you don't use Telnet client off. This is an optional Windows feature and is not required for normal Rust gameplay. Step 9. TFTP client. If you don't use TFTP client off. Again, this is an optional networking feature and isn't required for playing Rust. Step 10. Virtual machine platform. Now look for virtual machine platform. If you don't use a virtual machines, WSL, or software that specifically requires this feature, you can leave it off. Do not disable it if you actively use virtualization or WSL. Step 11. Windows Hypervisor platform. You may also see Windows Hypervisor platform. If you don't use software that requires Windows virtualization features, you can leave this off. But if you use virtual machines, Android emulators, WSL, or other virtualization software, leave the required features enabled. The important thing is not to disable virtualization features just because an FPS video tells you to. Step 12. Other optional features, your Windows. Features window may show additional options such as remote differential compression API support, simple TCP/IP services, Microsoft Message queue. Only disable optional features when you understand what they are used for and don't need them. Do not treat every unchecked box as an FPS boost. Step 13. Gaming settings. Now go to Settings, Gaming, Game Mode, set Game Mode on, then go to Settings, Gaming Captures, turn unnecessary background recording features off. Also, disable Xbox Game Bar if you don't use it. Step 14. Graphics settings. Go to Settings, System Display, Graphics. enable optimizations for windowed games, then test hardware accelerated GPU scheduling. If HAGS gives you worse frame pacing or stuttering, turn it back off. Step 15, power settings. Open control panel, hardware and sound power options. Use balanced, then open change plan settings. Change advanced power settings. Set minimum processor, state 5%, maximum processor, state 100%, PCI, express link, state power management. Off, this gives the CPU access to full performance when needed without forcing maximum power consumption all the time. Step 16, restart and test Rust. After making these changes, restart your PC. Then test Rust using the same location and similar gameplay. Don't judge the result only by average FPS. Check average FPS, 1% lows, FPS drops, CPU usage, stuttering frame time consistency. And remember, there is no legitimate Windows setting that guarantees a specific FPS increase on every PC. These optimizations are about reducing unnecessary background activity and improving consistency, not promising fake plus 100 FPS results. Only disable Windows features and services that you actually don't need, and always test after each major change.